Hey everyone, what I have here is a mystery Amazon box. I've bought something from Amazon. Yay! So what I want to do in this video is show you what I've bought, talk about why I've bought it, and yeah, I don't want to tease you anymore, let's get to it. So, without further ado, get this box open. Here is what I've bought. The GoPro Hero 7 Black. There's actually a white version of this out now, but I opted for the black version. I just thought that the white one would be a little bit of a dust magnet. I think this one is as well. So this is the Hero 7 Black. It can do live streaming, hyperlapse video, 4K at 60 frames per second. A lot of people say this is the best action camera on the market. I think that's up for debate, but I definitely think maybe it's the most well-rounded. Yeah, so I now have the GoPro Hero 7 Black. Now, if you are a subscriber to my channel, you might be surprised that I went out and bought this, because I did a video the other day and I talked about the fact that I bought the Sony X3000, which is also a 4K action camera, and after I did that video I bought the Sony X1000, which is also a 4K action camera. So I've bought two Sony action cameras. The Sony X3000 I've bought brand new. The Sony X1000 I've bought from CEX. Fingers crossed that one's okay, because it's always a lottery with CEX when you buy it second hand from there. But I've got two Sony action cameras coming. Those two do 4K, but it's 30 frames per second. But that's not an issue, because I will be recording at 1080p at 60 frames per second most times. But you will be surprised that I've bought the Hero 7 Black, because I wasn't really planning on buying this. So I want to talk about why I bought this, and explain why I think it's the right thing. This has dropped in price. When this was released about £379 in the UK. It's actually went down in price, and at the moment it's sitting at £319. Now, I think that's a fantastic price for a camera like this. A year and a half ago I bought the GoPro Hero 6 Black, and that was £500. That's what the price was. And now you can get the successor, a better version of it. It's got a lot of cool features that the other one didn't have. It's got the gimbal, in fact, I'll get it right. They call it the hyper smooth video. It's like their kind of gimbal thing that it improves the stabilization, makes videos more smooth. So it's got that, it's got improved mics, etc. as well, and it is much cheaper. So I think for the price, for me, it was an easy buy. It was a very quick buy. I just thought, stuff it and I'll buy it. The other thing is, on Amazon, they've actually got this thing where you can spread the cost over 5 months, 0% APR. So you just pay it up over 5 months. And, you know, I had the money to just buy it there and then, but I thought, yeah, I might as well just spread the cost over 5 months if it's 0% APR. So from a price point of view, that's why I opted for it. If this was still around, you know, the £380, £400 mark, I probably wouldn't have opted for it, but it dropped in price. I thought it was a good price reduction and I've went for it. So for what I'm doing, I still believe the Sony action cameras that I've bought are a better option, in particular the Sony X3000. There's a lot of people out there that still believe the Sony X3000 is the best action camera out there, despite being like 2.5 years old. For what I'm planning to do in my car, doing a lot of recording in the car, I believe the Sony X3000 is the better option. It's got better microphones. Now, the microphones in the GoPro Hero 7 or Hero 7 Black are improved over the Hero 6 Black, but in comparison to the Sony, which is, as I said, 2.5 years old, they just don't stand up. The Sony action cameras have always excelled and with microphones. They've always focused on audio, and not only does it have better audio out of the box with the built-in microphones, it also has a microphone input built in. This thing, if you remember my reviews from last year, requires a £50 microphone adapter brick, which is ridiculous. It's heavy, you can't put it anywhere, and it makes this small sexy action camera look like a mess, because you have to, you know, try and wrap it around the back. So the fact that the Sony one has a microphone input was a big influence as to why I bought that one and why I bought the other Sony as well. Those microphones are better, and I can improve the audio with an external microphone. And for recording in the car, if I'm in the car and I'm filming with 1 or 2 cameras, etc., audio is going to be very, very important. But as I said in the video the other day, the GoPro Hero 7 isn't a bad camera. In fact, it's fantastic. And it's, you know, this is something I say a lot, but it is worth remembering that there is no ultimate camera. There is no ultimate product out there that does everything that you want. You always have to accept the limitations of any device that you buy, whether it be a computer, a camera, phone, or whatever. So I think that from what I'm doing in the car, the Sony is the best option. It's better from an audio point of view. But where I think the Sony falls behind is perhaps it's more of a camcorder vlogging camera than it is an action camera. The GoPro range remains the only camera range, I think. I can't think of any other action camera that you can use in the water and you don't have to put it in, housing. With the Sony action camera, without the big case that it comes with, it does come with a case. You can put, when the Sony action camera and most other action cameras, when you put it in the housing, you can put it underwater and it is protected. But when it's not in that, it's just splash proof. And the big problem that you've got with the Sony action cameras is that the lens is exposed. There's no protection for the lens. In fact, if you drop it, and remember this is an action camera, if you drop the Sony action camera, chances are you will damage the lens and chances are you're going to have to replace it. And years ago I had the Sony, I think it was the EZ100, the EZR100 or something, I can't remember the actual product name, but you may remember that I sold it, but during postage it was damaged, or the person who bought it damaged it, and it was returned to me and the lens was damaged. Now, the reason I didn't replace that lens was because Sony charged more to buy the replacement lens block than the camera actually cost, which is ridiculous. And for me, this is one of the problems with the Sony action cameras. They excel in audio. That's got the microphone input, and the quality of the Sony X3000 is fantastic. It still stands really well next to the GoPro Hero 7, which is 2 years newer. But the fact that it is less of an action camera is an issue. I wouldn't trust walking around with the Sony camera and being on a mountain bike, being on a skateboard or doing anything like that. I would trust the GoPro more. The GoPro is more of an action camera. That's what I'm trying to say here. This one protects the lens better. You can buy replacement caps and all that, but if you drop this, you just replace the cap. You don't have to replace the sensor. And if you do replace the lens, it's much, much cheaper. So from an action camera point of view, I think the GoPro is much better. Now, the thing that put me off before with this is the microphone adapter. After buying the microphone adapter last year for the GoPro Hero 6 Black, I used it, but it was always a pain. I really didn't like using it. It was a pain. It was always heavy. And even when you've got it in the car, you've got this big monstrosity of a microphone adapter hanging down from your action camera. It makes what should be a portable solution a tangled mess. But then I realized I don't have to use a microphone adapter with this. I can just use this to capture footage. So that's what I'm planning on doing with this. I will be using this. I can use it in the car. But from an action camera point of view, I think this is a better option for me for recording if I'm going certain places. But from a YouTuber's point of view, but from my channel's point of view, I thought it was important for me to review the GoPro Hero 7 Black. It has been out for about 6 months or so. I am late to the game, but I want to review it. I want to tell you guys what I think about it, because there are some people out there like myself that are just ready to buy it, and I'd like to do a review and tell you guys what I like, what I don't like, and show you all. And I like to do quite in-depth videos. I want to do an unboxing, look at the menu, go out in the car, walk around with it, and tell you what I like and what I don't like. Kind of cut through all the BS. But also from my point of view, I would like to review more cameras in the future. I'd like to review more action cameras in the future. And I do believe that most people say that the GoPro Hero 7 Black is the best action camera in the market right now. I'd probably put the Sony X3000 up there as well, but most people say that this one is the best action camera. So what it allows me to do is when I review any other action camera in the future, I can also record with this and then draw a comparison. And I think that is important to do as well, because sometimes when you look at an action camera, you really don't know how it compares to other options. So I'm going to be able to do some comparisons between this, the Sony cameras I've bought, and any other action cameras that I've bought. So yes, to summarize, I saw that this was down in price, and I thought, stuff it, I might as well buy it. I thought it was a really good price. This also allows me to do live streaming at 720p. From what I've seen online, it works, but I don't think it's like the ultimate fantastic streaming solution. But I would like to try that out as well one day, maybe do some streaming in the car, see how it stands up, go a drive and see if it works quite well. I'd like to see what the quality is like. But yeah, £319, I think the GoPro Hero 7 is a bargain. Please stay tuned, guys. If you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe to the channel. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to be doing lots of videos about action cameras because I've bought so many of them. I've bought 3 of them over the last few days. But I'm also going to be reviewing lots of accessories for action cameras. And I'm also planning on doing videos in the car using the action cameras. Ultimately, you know, this was why I was buying action cameras, to do some more videos in the car. So yeah, I thought I would update you guys. I've got a lot of work over the next few days, but I wanted to do this video and let you know that I've bought this. If there's anything in particular you want me to cover or focus or, you know, mention in my review of this, please do let me know. I'll do my best to test it for you. Obviously I can't test every situation. I don't have a mountain bike. I can put it in water, but I'm not going, you know, it's not like I can go to the swimming pool with an action camera. I get put in jail. So yeah, there's certain things I can do, certain things I can't do. I will try and test what it's like with water, etc. But if there's anything in particular you want me to test, please do let me know, and I'll do my best to I'll do my best to accommodate you. So when I start misspeaking like that, it is time to end the video. So thanks for watching, guys. I will do a full review of this soon. I have got a lot of action camera videos coming soon, and I might be crazy here, but at £319, I believe this is an absolute bargain. Thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate your continued support, and I'll speak to you all very soon. Take care.